University gets 2 goals from Ben Heller and does just enough to stave off Lake Catholic for a 4-3 win on Saturday afternoon at the Pond in Great Lakes Hockey League action, in another renewal of the News-Herald coverage area's quintessential high school hockey rivalry. An all-time classic it was not, but there were plenty of positives, some things to work on, and that's just a microcosm right now. It's early in the game, and you have some things that you can work on and some things that you can build off of, and that's always encouraging here a couple weeks before Christmas. With University, of course it's tough to graduate a player of the caliber of Evan Kruger in the offensive zone, but they have 3 hammers to build around there in the offensive zone, veteran performers who make that process and that transition a lot easier. Ryan Gorbett is one of the best puck handlers in Greater Cleveland. He's been outstanding since his sophomore year. One good building block there. Robbie Angolia, breakout junior campaign a year ago, coming in as a senior. He's going to be outstanding for U.S. here. But I think for me, the key for U.S. in the offensive zone to be as gaudy as we're used to from the preppers over the years is Ben Heller. Ben, maybe as opposed to guys like Kruger and Gorbett, has been a little bit more under the radar simply because he hasn't had the point totals that those other guys have. But to me, I think he's the biggest key. He's been a really solid performer for U.S. since day one. He had a really nice game here with a couple of goals. I think he's one of the better players in Cleveland that we don't talk enough about. And I think he's going to have a gaudy senior campaign. I think he could really put up some nice stat lines here for U.S. As we go forward here in this season. And he had a really nice game here. And when you have 3 hammers like that, sure, the line cohesion has to come along and the chemistry has to come along. But when you have 3 building blocks like that, you're going to be just fine. I have no doubt about that. With Lake Catholic, young team, banged up team, but I love the fight back there in the third period. Down 4-1, Logan Walsh with a couple of goals to make it a 4-3 game and make U.S. work for it. There are freshmen, a lot of inexperienced players getting significant shifts and a lot of ice time, but you're seeing the growth as we go along, and that's a great sign there for Lake and first-year coach Justin Vance. In that opening period, good 12-save opening period there from Patrick Christo, a freshman goaltender. They were able to kill off a ton of penalty kill time there, and again, the fight back there in the third. You've got some good building blocks there with guys like Kyle Horvath, who've been around for a while, and Lake's going to be fine going forward. Once they get the injury bug shedded a little bit here, and they're able to get these young guys some ice time and get them more experience, I think you're going to see a much different product from Lake Catholic in January and February than we're seeing right now. It's just a work in progress, and that's fine. It's going to be fine going forward. But again, all-time classic in the series, no, but U.S., as they've been known to do over the years, just does a nice job just seeing through a W after seeing their first Buckeye State opponent of the year, after seeing so many out-of-state opponents both at Shadyside and in Jamestown. But I like what I'm seeing here, U.S. at 5-5, and they have a lot to look forward to from the preppers and also from a young Cougar squad as well after U.S.'s 4-3 win on Saturday.